Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a very important news article of finance, that is the Reserve Bank of India is doing the dollar rupee sell buy swap. So what is this sell buy swap and how much in the auction, how much bids it has received and why RBI is doing this swap, that we will see in today's session. So now before starting with the session, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are new to the channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session, and you can get the link of the Telegram channel in the description box below. So now starting with the news article that the USD INR sell buy swap is going to be done by RBI. RBI is doing this swap. So what this means, okay, that is the RBI is trying to sell the dollars and it is trying to buy the rupees, and swap means that later on after the settlement period completes, like after 2 years, the settlement period for this swap is of 2 years. So after 2 years the RBI will buy back the dollars that it is giving and it will pay back, it will give back the rupees that it is taking. So right now RBI is selling the dollars and taking the rupees, and later on the settlement period ends, it will buy back the dollar that it is giving and give back the rupees that it is taking. So why RBI is doing that? So RBI is conducting a $5 billion swap auction as part of its liquidity management initiative. So right now what is happening, that the inflation is rising very fast. Inflation into our country is rising very fast, as well as our currency is depreciating very much. The value of our currency is depreciating too much. The depreciation is happening against dollar. So to control the inflation, the liquidity management initiative has been taken, in which the RBI is buying the rupees, so that the money supply into the economy can reduce. So when the RBI will buy the rupees, the money supply into the economy will reduce, due to which when the money supply reduces, the demand in the economy reduces, and when the demand reduces, it is reducing of the economy demand as well as imports also. It is reducing the imports also. So when the demand reduces in the economy, the inflation will also reduce. Okay, the inflation can be controlled, and RBI wants to manage the inflation into the range of 2% to 6%. That is our target range. So the inflation will also reduce. So now we can see that that's why RBI is trying to buy the rupees. That's why RBI is right now trying to buy the rupees. But it could have bought the rupees, it could have taken the rupees in other ways also, through the open market operations and through many of the ways it has. So why is it swapping through with the dollars? Why is it selling the dollars? So that is because of the depreciation, that the RBI also wants to control the depreciation that is happening of the rupees against dollar. So what will happen, that now RBI is selling the dollars. So the supply of dollars into the economy will increase. So the supply of the dollars will be increased. When the supply increases, and we can see that imports are decreasing, so the demand of dollars will decrease and the supply of dollars will increase. RBI is increasing the supply of dollars. RBI is selling the dollars, RBI is providing the dollars into the market, so the supply of dollars will increase. And whenever the supply increases and demand decreases, what happens? The value of the product decreases. That is, value of dollars will decrease against rupees. Okay, so that is why dollars is being supplied and demand of dollars is being reduced. Okay, so the value of dollars will decrease and the rupee value against dollars will start increasing, and the depreciation can be slowed down, depreciation can be reduced, we can say. So the rupee value has to be increased and the dollar value has to be decreased against each other, and that's why the RBI is trying to sell the dollars and buy the rupees through one process, through one swap. The two things are being carried out, two things are being taken care of, inflation as well as depreciation. So we can see it in better way. And what response it has gotten? Okay, it has said, RBI has said that I want to do $5 billion of the swaps. So can it do it? Can RBI actually do it? Because someone has to buy the dollars now that it is selling. So the central bank said it received bids worth of $13.56 billion for the sell buy auction. So it has received so many bids. It has received 246 bids from the banks, that banks want to buy the dollars in that much. But the RBI only wants to sell $5 billion. So it accepted 86 out of 246 bids, and that is it is doing the $5.135 billion of the swap with the banks. And simultaneously it agreed that swap, I told you swap, what happens that right now it is selling, RBI is selling the dollar and it is buying the rupees, and later on the RBI will have to buy the dollars back, okay, because the bank right now, the bank are giving the rupees. It is not the bank's money, it is the bank money of some people now. So it right now the bank is giving the rupees and it will have to sell the, sorry, it is giving the rupee and it will have to buy the dollar. So later on the RBI has promised that when the settlement period will be over, when at the end of the swap settlement period, it will buy back the dollars that it is selling right now. It will buy back the dollars and the swap can be completed at that time. So first leg of the settlement has been completed on March 10, 2022, in which the dollars was settled. The RBI gave the dollars, sold the dollars, and we may expect, because it is a settlement of 2 years, because it is a swap of 2 years, and the settlement, second settlement, in which the RBI will have to buy the dollars back, and give back the rupees. That will happen on March 11, 2024, because this is the swap of 2 years only, and it is starting from 2022, so it will end at 2024. So impact of swap option. What will be the impact? You can see there will be 3 impacts. First of all, this $5.135 billion will remove 39,000 crore of rupees from the market. So this money will go to the RBI in the reserves and all, and this will be removed from the market. From the, right now the currency circulation is at rupees 7.6 lakh crore. This will shrink, okay, by this much. The RBI normally brings down liquidity whenever the inflation is too much, and right now due to the Ukraine-Russia war, what is happening that the inflation is rising, the crude oil prices are rising, inflation is set to rise. It is expected that it will rise in the future also, and that's why the rupees has been bought by the RBI so that we can reduce the inflation. Somehow we have to reduce it now. So further, foreign portfolio investors have been pulling out, as well as, see, there is Russia-Ukraine war that is going on. Uncertainty is very much into the countries, and the foreign portfolio investors are taking out their money from the stock markets of many of the countries, as well as they are doing this with India also. So they have withdrawn rupees 34,000 crore from Indian stock markets in March, okay, and some days of March has only passed, and they have removed that much of the money. And when they remove the foreign currency from our country, when they remove their investment from our country, what happens that the rupee depreciates. So the impact of swap option will be in both of these. This it will try to decrease the inflation that is happening because of these conditions, and it will try to stop the depreciation of the rupee that is happening because of the foreign portfolio investors, we can say, as well as due to the Russia-Ukraine war directly also. So now what will be the benefits? We have seen the benefits that first of all, when the central bank sells dollars, it sucks an equivalent amount in rupees, thus reducing the rupee liquidity in the system. So it will take out the rupee and it will suck out the rupee. Next is dollar inflow into the market will strengthen the rupee. When we supply the dollars, when the RBI is supplying the dollars, it will strengthen the rupee, which has already hit the mark of 77. For $1 we were giving 77, and before in Feb 17 we were giving for $1 we were giving 75, but in 13-14 days only we have to give for $1 we have to give 77. So rupee depreciated by 2 whole rupees. So we increase the dollar inflow, and through that we are trying to strengthen the rupee, which was depreciating very fast due to the war going on, due to many of the conditions. So the swap auction can be done in the reverse also. That is, right now we are trying to sell the dollars and buy the, RBI is selling the dollars and buying the rupees. So it can be done in the reverse, buy sell. And this type of auction was done in 2019, in which the RBI bought the rupees and sold, sorry, it bought the dollars and sold the rupees. Okay, at that time the shortage of liquidity was going on, and RBI wanted to increase the liquidity, increase the rupees into the economy, and it sold the rupees and bought the dollars. And let me tell you that in 2019 it happened, and it was the settlement of 3 years, the swap of 3 years. So the settlement is being done on March 2022. that is this month only. By the end of this month the settlement has to be done, and RBI has to, it sold rupees at that time, so it has to buy, the rupees and it has to sell the dollars. So by the end of the March this will be done, that the rupees will be bought, and this is also 5 billion only, near 5 billion it was. That in 2019 also $5 billion of the swap was conducted. It was a buy sell swap in which dollars were bought and rupees were sold, and by the end of March 2022 the rupees will be bought. The settlement is ending, so rupees will be bought and the dollars will be sold. So this is a different swap that is going on, and this will also help in the reduction of the rupees from the market, due to which inflation will decrease, and selling the dollars, due to which the depreciation can reduce, the depreciation can end. Okay, not end, but depreciation can at least slow down. So the selling of the dollars will be done through that also. 2019 swap is also going to complete. So you can see that not only this swap that is going on right now, but the swap of previous time also will help the country. So going forward, what we need to do, that going forward the rupee is still under pressure and the inflation is going to pose a big risk, and we have to do the measures. The RBI, the government has to do the measures to rein in the inflation and to prevent a big slide, to prevent a big depreciation in the rupee, and that's why so much measures are being taken by the RBI right now. Also the swap auction is being conducted, the previous settlement is going to be done. So these are the steps that the RBI have to continue taking, we can say. So recently in March 2022, RBI has conducted a $5 billion rupee swap auction. Which of the following could be the motives behind it? Very easy to answer right now. So I hope you will be able to give the right answer of this one. Or the question can be asked in the way that sell buy auction is being done, or buy sell auction is being done, the dollars is being sold, or the rupee is being sold. So that also you have to remember that it is a sell buy auction that is being done, sell buy swap that is being done, where we are trying to sell the dollars and buy the rupees. And later on this will be, of course, after the settlement, what happens, the settlement will happen in 2 years. After 2 years we will have to buy back the dollars that we have sold, that the RBI have sold. So after 2 years it will have to buy the dollars and sell the rupees. Okay, and 2019 the buy sell swap was there. So thank you very much. If you have any query, you can mail us here or you can contact us through this number. Thank you very much.